Hey guys, this is going to be a quick tutorial to show you a couple of ways that you can practice for our upcoming Ricebox GT events. So let's say, for example, you wanted to practice for our third event of the season at Circuit de Spa in the Super Formula cars. You'll go over to the world map and then click on Europe. And then if you don't see the track that you're looking for here on this list, you probably need to progress further in the cafe menus. But once you get in here, obviously, the first thing you can do is just get basic track familiarity by running some casual offline races, or you can even create your own custom arcade race with whichever lap you want. For our purpose, you'd want to just do the full course and not the 24-hour layout. But there's two things that I really want to point out. The first is time trial. If you go to time trial, you can set the time of day for the race. This will really just determine the weather and the track conditions. Go with afternoon here. And once you're in time trial, it's literally exactly what it sounds like. You can choose whatever car you want. So for us, we're using the Super Formula car, and you can start and just do free laps. And what's cool about this is when you're doing your laps, it'll actually give you a delta to see how you improve over time. So that's the first way you can practice. The second one is circuit experience. So if you go into circuit experience, what this does is it separates the track into usually at least 3 or 4 sections depending on the size of the track. And you'll do each sector one by one and try to complete that sector within the time limit in order to get a gold, silver, or bronze completion status. And then at the very end, you'll do a 1-lap attack where you attempt to do the full course within a specific time limit. And so when you're doing the individual sectors, so this is sector 1 of Spa, you can go to the demonstration and you can actually watch how the computer does the track. And I'd say that this demonstration is about 90 to 95% optimal. This will get you a gold lap if you copy it. And so it's pretty good, and you can learn a lot from the racing line. But now I want to show you how you'll actually use the Ghost in your actual race. So as you can see here, the moment we load in, we have the Ghost right in front of us, and I can follow its line as best as I can. Now, one thing that I want to point out is you can actually adjust the Ghost settings here, and you can select whether to include or hide the demonstration Ghost, and same with your personal best Ghost. I usually keep both on, or at minimum I'll use just the demonstration Ghost. And then you can do these two things, which are reset Ghost position. So this really only applies if you're doing the full track. Whenever you get from sector 1 to sector 2, it'll reset the Ghost to the beginning of that sector rather than the Ghost just running away from you. So I prefer to keep that on personally. And then Ghost offset seconds. This is how many seconds the Ghost will be in front of you when you start. So as you can see, if I put it to 0 and then hit retry, when I cross the start line, the Ghost will be like perfectly on top of me, starting at the starting line with me. And if I slow down, the Ghost will get ahead of me, as you can see. And so that's how you can use the Ghost to help you in your practice. And completing the circuit experience, although it may not be specific to the car that we're using, it's going to teach you in general the driving line, which is super important for learning how to drive the track and then being able to push it to its limits in whatever car you choose. So hopefully that's helpful. Good luck with your practices, and I'll see you on the track.